Hello, beautiful queen, and welcome along to day 4 now of the Freedom Queen Challenge. So today is all about defining aligned income for you. What is aligned income and what is wealth creation for you, right? This is a day to shift out of the thinking modes and to drop in physically, because alignment is a felt experience, right? So when you are aligning with whatever your wealth codes mean for you, whatever that looks like for you, we can conceptualize it, but we have to shift, right? Because ultimately, so much of how we govern, consciously and unconsciously, but particularly unconsciously, comes from the felt and the body. And so until we truly tune in to where things sit and reside in our body, and we have that conversation with our somatic space, it's not until we get truly in touch with that and we activate those parts of ourselves that we're then able to translate that into action in the world. So I want to ask you, when you hear those words, aligned income, alignment, right? What does that bring for you? What does that look like for you? What does that feel like for you? Because anyone can create an income any way, right? But how many people are out there in the world doing jobs that drain them, strain them, stress them? They're not aligned with. They don't love what they do. They're not energized by what they do. And you see, the reason why we go and we get the income, we go and we get the job, we have this relationship with money, is this is currency, right? It's an exchange of our time and our energy and our effort for this currency. But currency, we are like, get the water terms in here. We are water, right? We are water, we are flow. And so when you want your waters to flow in beautiful ways, those currents move in different ways through all aspects of our life, yes? And so when you tune into how that current flows through you and what is that juicy current for you? Where does it feel really alive and beautiful and just yummy? How does that then look and feel when you translate that into the world of exchange and currency out in the world, right? Aligned abundance, aligned income. So what feels alive? What feels life-giving and rejuvenating for you? What kind of, when you look at the aspects of how you want to be spending your day in exchange, right? And in wealth creation, what does that look like? What feels truly abundant for you? What feels soul aligned for you in that process? And where are you in your optimum flow as well, right? Because of course, the destination is one thing and the accumulation is one thing, but without the journey of coming from a place that is fulfilled and wholesome and yummy and juicy and all those wonderful things, we get out of alignment. And then life starts to crumble in other ways around us, right? We get stressed, we get tired, our relationships break down, our health breaks down. All of these other pieces start to break down if we are not in a deep alignment with how we are creating in our life. And look, it evolves and changes as well, and as we evolve and change, we're going to go through shifts and realignments in our being. As you up level and you upgrade to new ways of being, you're going to be tested as well in different ways with your own alignment. I'm being tested right now. I'm walking through some of those fires at this very point because I have activated within myself a pathway where I'm headed to in a frequency that I am matching with. And so that means all those things in my life that are out of alignment and out of whack with that frequency have to be shifted. There is an evolution, right? The butterfly and the chrysalis, right, process. The breakdown has to happen and the simplification has to happen for the transformation to happen for us to emerge out the other end. And so it is also true of this pathway of aligning with the wealth paths that feel best for us. So another question here for you is about your desire. Tapping in deep again, especially as women, tapping into that sacral portal, right? Allowing yourself to feel into your belly, into your womb, into your yoni space, into these areas, particularly of our lower chakras, right? It's great to do the mind and the creativity and the heart, but especially as women, from that creative zone and the creative flow, to tap into our lower chakras and to really allow ourselves to feel and to move and to tap into the desires that are seated at that point, and to be open to a knowing that can come through us about what is my desire speaking to me at this point? What is it saying in terms of how I want to move forward? And also in our desire, what does it not want? Right? Children are so clear on their yes and no, and what they desire and what they don't desire. And we tend to lose that as adults as we become socialized. We get out of touch, we get cut off from our lower sensibilities and rawness in the world, right? And so this is an opportunity to tap into those deep desires, touch base with oneself and say, what in my deep belly, my deep womb, that deep inner yearning from within me as a woman in my most creative, luscious space, what desires are coming through me in terms of how I want to connect and align with my pathway in the world. So I'll leave it at that. I'll pop some little prompts in here for you so you can carry on with the fun activities, some nice affirmations, etc. Some journal prompting if you want. I hope you're loving these challenges, and see you tomorrow for the next one.